Well, you have to understand that it's part of the job. I think you only have to look at some of my colleagues in a similar position. Pep, for example, in his first season would have been criticised, I think, quite heavily. I think Mikel Arteta has had to endure quite a period of criticism. I think Jurgen Klopp in the first few years would have got some criticism as well, and these guys are fantastic. So you understand, and I think football is, it's emotional. When you lose, you don't really think about it. You feel it. You feel the pain, you feel the suffering, you feel the discomfort, and sometimes it's hard to understand the why, and it's easy just to blame somebody. So and I'm sitting here saying, well, it's not like I've been absolutely perfect, so they're not completely wrong. But I think it's always very complex, and you just try to put it into perspective. You try to remember that you're capable. You try to remember how you got here, and 2 months ago I was considered to be a top coach, and if you consider the people that I've played against and played with, and they would probably say the same. But at the same time, I also acknowledge that the results we have haven't been good enough for us, and then you have to accept and deal with it as best you can, and try to put it in perspective and keep moving forward. Well, I think you always feel pressure, and the higher you go, the more pressure there is from the outside, I guess, pressure, noise, whatever you want to describe it as, and especially a club like Chelsea, the responsibility, the history, the tradition of the club, the demands of the club. Whenever you don't get the results that you want, then of course there's noise, there's criticism, there's everything that you'd expect. Then you just have to try to put it into perspective and try to keep going with your job and keep trying to improve and stay strong and get through. Yeah, I've spoken in regular dialogue with all the owners. They've been really supportive, fantastic. Speak on a regular basis, 2 or 3 times a week, I would say, and they've been nothing but supportive. Well, I think it's always an aim. We've got a lot of points to play for, but at the same time, I think I'll be wasting my time if I'm worrying about what we're going to do in 5 months' time. I need to focus on the next day's training and the next match. That's where we're at the moment. We can improve a lot. We can be a lot more positive quickly with results, with players, with improved performances, and things can change. The picture can change quickly. But at the moment we're suffering, and we have to accept it, but work through it.
And finally, would come in.
Well, there's time, and whether we'll find the right players or not is another thing. But there's time. As I've said before, you have to look in this window to make the right decisions, but it isn't straightforward because it's complicated. We're happy with what we've done so far, but we'll keep going to try and help the team. No, Pierre's fine, so he'll be in the squad for the game. Christian's a couple of months, we think, hopefully less, but that's time frame there. Raheem less, but still evaluating the actual extent of it, but hopefully less than that.
And any other so far this season?
Yeah, he's done a fantastic job. Promotion, they have the belief, they've built on that. Really well organised, in and out of possession, know exactly what they're doing, and they're a tough team to play, so he's done a fantastic job. Well, it's not like I can give you a time frame. I don't know, that would be strange for me to do if I had that sort of intelligence to be able to foresee that time there. I mean, what I would say is at the moment, if you just look at what we have at the moment and where we're at in terms of the players that we've got unavailable, it can skew the picture a little bit. So if we had those guys back, then the picture changes. I really do. I don't think we're as far away as we may think from the outside. But at the same time, you have to keep going from window to window, keep trying to improve the squad, keep trying to improve the culture, keep trying to develop the football idea, keep moving forward. As much as these periods are not nice, and they're not, I think sometimes you have to use them as a way to get through them and be stronger as a result of it. But at the time, it's not pleasant.